15 seconds, yeah.
Good evening and welcome. Friday night under the lights, a month on from that historic evening in February, and we're back down in Battersea Park under the glow of these awesome lampposts. Race 1 about to get underway. The elite women will be in this as well. We've got Steph Twirl, who was set to line up. I haven't seen her yet, so don't quote me on that. Also Holly Dixon and B Wood as well. Cambridge University student, fantastic talent over the cross country. She's looking to, well, this time last year, Lucy Reed took the win, 15.53. If we can get a female sub 16, that would be quite something. As the charge down towards the bandstand, we're seeing it more and more, and these events now, we've got one next month as well. So if you're watching and you like the look of this, get yourself down here in just a month's time. 19th of April, I believe. And then a little delay, a little pause through that summer period. Let people set some track PBs, and back in September. And then we're going to have, of course, that Christmas edition in December as well. So through the popular bandstand, good turnout of crowd tonight as well. A nice pack early on in this race. And we expected to see a lot of these men go 15.30, maybe even a fraction quicker as well, and then negotiate that part of the course much better than us on the bikes. The circus is back in town. Conall and Angus, shout out to them on the back of the tandem up front as well. They're the one getting all the footage at the moment, so we'll try and identify a few early leaders in this one. And that's Zared Hale there. Vet 40. Got a few vets in this race as well, some who compete regularly on that Masters circuit and do a great job at that. Like I said, fastest man in the field, around about 15.30. Already things stringing out here in Battersea Park. Lap 1. Spoke to Keith, the race director, and one of the things he was very set on was people always go off too hard. It's very easy to get carried away on this long straight to get things going. Nothing slows you down in this first half a mile. And it really is about how things play out on this back straight, if you like. This U-shape round by the AstroTurf and this bottom half of the course. So Bedford and County up front as well. I'll identify a few more in here. 203, it's Tom Beasley. Great athlete, one of the under 20s in here as well. So a few youngsters in sub 16 for an under 20. Well, it sets you up for a pretty strong senior career. Woking AC, Brighton Phoenix in here as well. Florian Belboch, Ben Bolesky, Ross Brown, James Bundred in here somewhere, just on the sitting in about 10th place at the moment in the all black, running very well. Seen that man train regularly. He's someone who's going to be eyeing up sub 16, potentially even cracking that 15.45 mark. So already we're getting Dave Moyes on the outside as well from Herne Hill. Battle of the London clubs here, really, in Battersea Park. A lot of these men finish work at 5, close the laptop on the fastest train to Battersea, get yourselves fed and warmed up to go and attack at 5k BB. Perfect time of year for it as well. A month or two away from the track, but of course a lot of these men fighting for a spot on their respective teams for that 12 stage and Southern stage coming up, and then of course the national as well. So let's get an idea on a few of these. Just going to have to go ahead a little bit, boys. Push on in order to get an idea on some of these working lads, and I'll keep you in tune with the splits tonight as well. Half a mile down. Got a couple men from Woking in here, some very nice times. Dave Moyes just lurking at the back. Things are moving well, so the 2 kilometre marker is just a little bit further up the road and currently operating around just outside that 5-minute miling. For those of you in Ks, well, we're probably talking 3:10 Ks, so We're talking 1550-ish. And this is PB territory for a lot of these men as they negotiate a few of the famous pedestrians in Battersea Park. But this is what it's all about. It's pure racing, no jazz. Here go the two boys from Wycombe. Oh, they know each other well. They will train alongside each other. Try and get an ID on the pair of them. That's Beasley as well, looking very smooth in second at the moment, just trying to bridge that gap. Tom Beasley doesn't want to let that open up too much, and he's back on it. So we'll try and keep an eye as well on those elite women a little bit further back. I think I hadn't seen Steph Twirl, but B Wood was someone certainly wanting to look out for. So the under 20 from Havant AC.
Please watch out.
Beasley up at the front of this race. All negotiate that, well, you can almost call it famous. Let's have a look at that 2K split. 6:13 for these men through 2K. So smooth running at the moment, bang on that 15:50, 15:45 territory. I suspect things are going to break up a little bit in this second half. Will be a PB for Beasley. He's a 16:03 man. The guy from Havant AC. Chris Blackburn, also one to watch in here. A few London Heath side, man. Basildon, great club representatives tonight as well. So as things start to break up, we had to keep an eye. But it is truly something special, and these races are becoming more and more popular, and rightly so as well, as more personal bests get set down here. But also the enjoyment side of things. These men get to compete, they get to go for the top prize as well. Not only that, they get to watch themselves back in the evening. So, okay, lap one done.
Come on, David. It's really good, David.
Completed in around about 7:20. They'll keep an eye on that clock. They'll know what speeds they're running. So, it's still Beasley, the under 20. Smoothest of the bunch at the moment. They'll come back along this straight towards the bandstand. Things just breaking up. This is the crucial point in a 5K. Crucial point on this course as well. You don't want to be isolated on that back straight. These men have got to stay in contention, especially if they want a personal best here today. So we haven't seen too much change up at the front for the last few kilometres. That shows that it's plenty quick enough for now. So that's the man from Woking. And Tom got some good support out on the course. Take the turn tight. It looks like it's Martin from Woking. He's just going to push on now. Do forgive me. I'm riding a bike, checking the phone, checking the start list. Out here is what it's all about, but it's Martin Sunderland, who is another under 20 as well. So it's the youngsters taking this race by the scruff of the neck at the moment. .15:55 personal best for Martin Sunderland. 9 minutes, 3K. There we go, the splits, 3K is just up here, so they'll know what sort of territory they're in. But Sunderland out on his own, little 5 metre gap. And we got a nice pack of three of them, Victoria Park, Basildon and Beasley from Havant AC. Just lurking at the moment. So Sunderland perhaps running a little bit scared, running frightened. It's always a good thing though. Keeps you honest, keeps you pushing. He chatted to me. Let's go. Here we go, boys. 2 kilometres or so to go. The confidence from him as well. Cameras on him. fantastic to see. Not many of these men would have experienced something like this yet in their career. Boy, they might do in the future though. So race 1 here, Battersea Park. Like I said, we haven't seen too many elite women in this race at the moment. So here we go, 241. That's George Hill. We're in the Basildon AC colours. You can't miss that vest. He's got a 16-minute personal best. If he stays on his task, he's going to be right on it. He really is. He's got the Thurrock Harrier in here as well. These three are pretty much away and clear for now. This looks like it's going to be a 3-horse race. Towards the end of this, Beasley just fading a little bit. Another Woking AC man in behind him. So, Sunderland, George Hill. Hill just slipping back into 3rd place now, or 2nd place. Those two neck and neck. This is what 5,000 run is all about. How much can you squeeze out of yourself at this stage in the race? This is where PBs are made. Races are won and lost in this section too. Battersea Park, Friday night under lights. Aaron Davidson, 223 from Thurrock Harriers. 225. Chander, Dhillon, apologise. Also an under 20. So we've got 2 under 20s in this top 3. And this is going to be they're both operating around personal best. 15.56 is Dhillon's personal best. Responding to the camera. But Sunderland just pouring it on up front like he's done all race long. Martin Sunderland of Woking AC, the under 20. We hope to see him back here next month. Perhaps he'll be on the track for the comeback 5,000 as well. But Keith and Ben, fantastic job at this meeting. They're driving club athletics in this area, and it's no surprise that Battersea Park every single weekend is heaving with runners. It's because of events like this. It's because of the rep this park started to get. 4 kilometres, ladies and gentlemen. That's 12:18 on the clock. He's up the pace. 12:18 at 4K.
We're on for sub 15:30. All goes well, maybe even a little bit quicker.
That's it. And Sunderland looks like he's full of running at this point. George Hill looks like he's just gapping Chandler Dhillon there in 3rd place. He's going to have to battle that last kilometre. He's going to have to hold on because the lads behind him are lining up.
Who's our leader?
Martin Sunderland at the moment. Under 20. 15.55 personal best. That's what I've got for him anyway. Forgive me. But he hit the front around this time on that first lap, and he's just started to increase, started to move away the rest of the field. He's got 15 metres or so. Business end of 5,000 metre run. He put on a show for us. Show us what you can do. Oozing with confidence. Picking it up as we go. Having a race of his life. He's going to slash almost half a minute on his personal best if he can keep this up. He's got about 20 metres or so on George Hill in behind, and Basildon, who he too is operating around about personal best territory. Also a 15.50 odd runner over 5,000. And Chander Dhillon, it's going to be interesting for 3rd. The pack have swamped him. Or just about. They're lining up behind him. But no one can touch Sunderland on Battersea Park in race 1 of Friday night under the lights. He's going to come round this final left-hand turn. I'll say enjoy, but he's going to have to check his shoulder because George Hill's making a bit of a rumble now, the man from Basildon. This is what these men will train for. This will spur them on for many years to come in this sport as well. And one day they may even eye top prize in those elite races. We know big cash prizes last month here for podium under the lights. And Martin Sunderland, well, bit of a name for the future then. And George Hill sits in 2nd. So what have we got? 200 metres or so remaining. 14.30 on the clock. He's going to have to go some. Let's get every second of that PB, Sunderland. He's there. That bright orange vest of Woking splattered with mud on the back. A damp, cool night here at Battersea Park. As Sunderland doing something special for us. We've enjoyed every moment. This last lap's been his. He's eased away. He's been chatting to the cameras, chatting to me. 4:56 for that final mile there. Final 100 metres or so. Let's go, Sunderland. He's on for a massive personal best. And George Sunderland from Woking AC in under 20 is your race one champion. There's no doubt about it. Hill looks like he's in second as well. Crosses the line. Keep an eye on the clock. He's going to be inside 15:30. Look at that, 15:29 for Martin Sunderland of Woking AC. George Hill with a great finish and a great close for 15:35. He hangs on in there. Oh, and it's a Woking 1-3. And just looking out for Dhillon Chandler, he's going to run a personal best just inside. Finishing a little bit further down, so his hard running earlier on pays off. And now they're streaming. This is the sight we've become accustomed to seeing here at Battersea Park. Runners flocking in after work, having a Friday night blowout as such. Or their idea of a Friday night blowout at least. 16:03, so a few barriers being broken. Just looking out for that lead female as well. Where she might be, it may well be B Wood. Don't think Steph 12's here. Didn't see her, nor Holly Dixon. So we had just one elite female in this race. If B Wood was here. Athlete from Cambridge. Here's Steph 12. Do apologise. Good run from her. Solid. 16:27. The Hoker athlete. And here comes B Wood as well. Fantastic cross-country runner. Cambridge University student. 16:36. So 12 and B Wood 1-2 in that women's race.